Hey everybody, I've got a really cool training. That's Kate Beaters, your breakthrough success expert. So I'm very excited. I just want to make sure that the sound and everything is working before I start rock and rolling because I've got a lot to teach tonight. So let's kind of like rock and roll. Let me know if you're here. Come say hi. Let me know who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff. And also, I'm recommending grab a pen and paper because you are definitely going to want to take some notes. So let's see. I'm seeing some likes, so I'm figuring people can hear me. Yay, and some hearts. Yay! So thanks, Lynn. Hi, Jen. So okay, so I am going to just dive right in. Let me just make sure I got this all set. Sound is good. Okay, that's always like really important, right? Okay, so I have a really important question for you to ask yourself, and I want you to think about it, and because this is going to change everything for you. And I want you to think about, when is the last time you made a decision to buy something, to invest in something, or purchase where you didn't ask how much it cost? Now, I'm not talking about like a cup of coffee or a bagel or muffin or something. I'm talking, let's say like something over $100. When's the last time you did it? Did you ever do it for, let's say, buying a plane fare? Did you ever just look and say, like, what is the best for me, like the best time, the best arrival time, and book it that way? Or how about booking a vacation? Just find the vacation you really like and book it that way, as opposed to going, what's the cheapest or what can I afford? Or how about something for your team? Maybe you're looking for a new resource or bringing someone on. When's the last time you did it without asking how much it cost? So if anybody's willing to share, that's fine, but I know a lot of people are not going to. In fact, you're probably sitting there going like, what's she asking? That's crazy. Like, Kate, that's a crazy question. Of course I ask how much something costs because it would be foolish not to, right? Is that what you're kind of thinking? And so what I want to share with you is that that's absolutely the wrong thing to do if you want to start to attract more abundance in your life. So listen to me. I've got some really cool training for you today. You're going to be taking some notes. I'm going to be moving quickly because I got a lot to share in a really short time. So, and thank you guys for the likes and the hearts. If you like what I'm teaching, please share at the end of the video. So here's the scoop. When you sit there and you see something you're interested in and you're inquiring about the price, what's happening in your subconscious mind so fast, faster than I snap my finger, is you're calculating to see, like, how does that work in your bank account? Like, do you have the money for it? Do you have the money in your credit card, like, the balance and all that? Can you charge it? Or what do you have in your wallet? That kind of thing, or your checkbook. And I want to share with you, that's a middle class mindset around money. And what I'm referring to is looking to see what you can afford, as opposed to deciding what is it that you really want, what is aligned with you, that you need, and then being able to get it that way. So follow along with me, because I want to talk to you about the difference between foundational income and another type of income. So foundational income is a type of income that you bring in every month. That pays your bills, it pays your rent, your mortgage, car payments, insurance, food, if you have a coach, your resources, all that kind of stuff. And most people do make decisions based on what they think they can afford. Problem is that it puts you in a small place. It doesn't allow you financial freedom because you're basing all your decisions on what you think you can afford. So stick with me. I want to share a different way of looking at it, which is really going to open your eyes to a new way of looking at money and how you move through the world. So when I started my business, probably my business was only maybe a couple of months old. So it's close to like 9 years ago, and I was bringing my car in for service, and I had I was getting an oil change. And here in Boston, they have all these deals, like $19.95. It's about 45 minutes or so. You wait in the lounge area, and then the customer service person comes back when you're done. So here I am sitting, I'm comfortable, I'm either reading or watching TV, whatever. And the guy comes over to me, he's kind of towering over me. So I'm sitting in the chair like I am now. He's like looking down on me with his clipboard, looking very serious. And he's like, "Miss Beaters?" And I said, "Yes." And I was expecting him to say, "You're all set, just go pay and you're good to go. We'll see you, in 6 months or whatever." Instead, he said, "Miss Beaters, you're going to need 4 new tires." And I was like, okay. And I was kind of surprised. And I said, "Well, how much are the tires?" Because I've never gotten tires for that car before. And he said, "Well, you've got a big SUV. The tires are going to run you about $2,000. And when he said that, I felt like all the air had just kind of popped out of me. I felt like it could have been 2 million, because 2,000, 2 million, it didn't matter with the zeros. I just didn't have that kind of money. And so when he talked about that, I just felt really, really tiny and really small, because I didn't know where I was going to come up with the money or how I was going to come up with the money. And I asked him, I said, well, when do I need to do this? I was hoping I had like a reprieve, like he'd say, 6 months would be good. Instead, he said, you need to do this in about 2 weeks. He said, isn't safe to drive your car anything past that. So I kind of said, okay, I'll be back. And I paid my $20 and walked out, and I just had no clue how in the world I was going to figure this out. I felt very tiny. I felt like I had slunk out of the service department, and I went home and I had a pity party. Or actually, to be truthful, it's more like a pity party for one. Has anybody ever had that? If I get any likes, so I'm not alone in the world, where you kind of cry and you're like, woe is me. And you just sit there and go like, why has this happened to me? And it happens at the worst times, and things never work out. And, why bad things always happen to me, and all this stuff, I was telling myself all these terrible things. And, lots of tears, lots of crying, just not wanting to like look outside. I just wanted to kind of like run and hide. And that, to be honest, it lasted about a day and a half. And then I kind of said to myself, look, this isn't helping me figure this problem out, because I need my car to have my business. I got to get out and about. I can't just be stuck inside here. And I kind of got strategic and thought of some ideas, and they worked. And within the less than 2 weeks, I was back. I had the $2,000 to pay for the new tires. And when I left the service department, I kind of felt a little bit like Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, if anyone's ever seen that movie. And she gets very dramatic, kind of, 3/4 of the way through, and she's like, she says, as God is my witness, and then she goes on like, well, what something's going to happen. And I was like, this will never, and I was kind of like putting on her drama, like I will never ever be in this place again. I will never be in a place where I don't have the money that I need when I want it. And that was a vow, that was an oath I made to myself, that would never ever happen to me again. And what happened over the next few months is, being a new entrepreneur, I had some other situations pop up, with various things I needed. Again, new entrepreneur, didn't have the cash. And I kind of said, well, what is this process I'm doing? What is this system I'm doing? And I started repeating it over and over again, and every time it worked. Every time I was able to manifest the money in the time I needed it. It was very, very cool. So I started teaching my clients this. And I started calling it the Quick Cash Infusion System. And my clients really loved it. They were able to manifest all sorts of things. It could be like a generator for their house. It could be car repairs. One client had to get braces for her daughter. It wasn't covered on her insurance, and she needed $10,000 for it. So all sorts of things. And I started to teach the difference between what I call foundational income and quick cash infusions. Because foundational is what pays your monthly bills. And that's what you kind of can count on every month. It's pretty much, the same. But your emergencies, the things that pop up, that's what you need your quick cash infusions for. Things that you weren't expecting, but they do need to be paid. Otherwise, it sends you in a tizzy. You just want to like hide with a pillow over your head. You don't know how you're going to figure it out. And you don't want to get into one of these things where you're taking money from one place to pay another place. And that just makes you, it turns you into, it gets you kind of wonky. You want to be able to have control over this and know that you can manifest the money that you want when you need it, right? Manifest the money that you want when you need it. Or as somebody just said, I saw their post on Facebook, they said, I just wish I could. Well, it's like, you don't have to wish, you can actually do this. Because what happened with the quick cash infusions, which is so cool, is that over the, 8 years or so I've been teaching it, that what is developed is initially it was all for emergency stuff. Like I said, car repairs, home repairs, computer, technology, all sorts of things that kind of popped up. But it's turned into also really cool things. Vacations that were unplanned that people wanted to go on. One of my clients, Gina, she got married the year before, and she and her husband just didn't have the money for a honeymoon when they first got married. But she had this big dream of going to Italy, for a week or 10 days and just on this amazing honeymoon. And she learned how to do the quick cash infusions with me, and she was able to go on this amazing, amazing trip with her husband. So people have been able to do all sorts of things like that. So it's kind of shifted. And for me, it also shifted too personally, because there was a retreat I really wanted to go on. It was in Via Keys Island, and I was like, how cool is this? And I really liked the instructor leading it. And I had to come up with $18,000 in like 5 or 6 weeks. Again, I just decided this is what I needed and I wanted, and I used my system and I came up with the money and I was able to do it. So I want to invite you all, this is the time where you want to learn how to start manifesting and mastering quick cash infusions. You got to master your foundational income and you got to master your quick cash infusions if you want to have a successful life and successful business. So I want to invite you to take a look at a page where I talk all about quick cash infusions, and that's katebeaters.com/quick cash. So katebeaters.com/quick cash. And so what I want to tell you about is that if you are intrigued and really want to learn how to master quick cash, you're going to be able to do it from this course. It's a self-study course. It's downloadable, so you just kind of study at your own pace. And like the name says, Quick Cash, it's a quick course. It's meant to just take you 2 to 3 weeks. That way you're kind of on the road and rocking and rolling. And so the way this course works is that I teach you the system, and I teach you through strategy, because you need to know what to put in place and how to do it. And I also teach you the mindset, because as you look at this page, you will see people saying, thousands of dollars. One woman said, Heather said, I got 3 clients in an hour. I mean, you'll see all the cool stories of just a portion of the people who've taken this program. And part of you is going to be sitting there going, well, that's great, they did it. But, then you're going to be wondering, but can you really do it? And so that's why I have the mindset piece, because I want to work with your fears and doubts and beliefs so you start to understand that you can really do this too. You may not know how, and that's why you're taking the program to learn how, but I want to start encouraging and strengthening that belief and that confidence model so you can do it too. And the way I do that is I teach through strategy. Like I was saying, I was a business development executive for well over 16 years in corporate. So I teach you strategies that you need to know how to do, and I'm really proud of my expertise in strategies. And then for the mindset piece, I'm pulling in laws of attraction, which I'm an expert in, as well as teaching you tapping, which is another technique I'm an expert in. If you've never tried tapping, it's a very cool mindset technique. It's probably one of the most powerful ones that I'm aware of that will help you shift out of that doom and gloom and the thing like everyone else can do it, but I can't, and why does this always happen to me, and all that crap that's playing around your head. Going to help you start to get rid of it. So when I combine the two, it's pretty amazing. So again, that page is katebeaters.com/quick cash. And what I want to share with you is that there's a special, some special bonuses for you if you enroll in the next few days. So the first thing you'll notice is that the course is normally $997, almost $1,000. And what I'm doing is, and truthfully, I think that the program is actually worth 5 or 10 times as much based on the results people have gotten, is that you're going to be able to save 70%, which is about $700, if you register in the next couple of days. So already you have a quick cash infusion. And if you're wondering, what even makes this program different than others? Well, a couple of things. And I'm going to share the bonuses with you in a moment, but a couple of things that are really important is that there is that combination of both strategy and mindset, which in all the years I've been in business, I've never seen anything like this in any of the courses I've ever seen. So that in itself makes it unique. The other thing that makes it especially cool is that this course is evergreen. So what I mean is that if you go out and buy a pair of shoes, well, a season later, they're outdated, right? You do your website, then you find out, well, there's some new kind of style. You think you're understanding Facebook and social media, and then they go change the algorithms. So everything gets outdated as soon as you start getting to know it. Well, this program, people have been using for, like I said, 8 years, some of them, and some less, depending on when they enrolled. And I have no doubt that you'll be able to use this program 8 years from now. It's not going to go out of style. I've been using it all this time. My clients have been using it all this time. You're going to be able to use it whenever the heck you want. And that's what I'm so especially proud of this program, that it is going to teach you how to master this. It's like once you learn to ride a bike, you can ride a bike. So once you learn how to understand this, you're going to be able to do this whenever the heck you want. So again, that page is katebeaters.com/quick cash. And I want to walk you through some of the bonuses, and I'm just going to put my glasses on because there's so many really cool bonuses. And I want to make sure that I don't forget to tell you about any of them. So the first bonus, and one thing just to backtrack for a sec, I created these bonuses because I wanted to allow you to really immerse yourself in the quick cash experience. So the first bonus you're going to get is a mindset movie that I created. I still watch it to this day. It's very cool. You can watch it 5 times a day, 10 times a day if you want, or 1 time a day, whatever you choose. It's under 2 minutes. It's cool. Watch it online, and it's going to start getting you into that mindset place to really start believing that you can do this. And that's what we want, because once you start believing that the process is already rolling for you. And that value, that bonus is $500. The next bonus I have for you, which I'm really excited about, is I created a really cool tapping audio and a script to go along, so you can either hear my voice or do it on your own. Do it in the morning, do it in the evening. Again, I still listen to these years later, and I find it such a huge help in terms of changing my energy and making me believe. And when you believe, you can do it. The third bonus, also another $500 bonus, is all sorts of miscellaneous bonuses, resources and tools I put together for you, like a cool toolkit, to again help keep you immersed in the process. So that way, for these couple of weeks where you're first learning how to master Quick Cash Infusion, you're just going to be like rocking and rolling with it. You're going to feel so good and so powerful. I also decided, even though this is a downloadable course that it's self-study, you do it on your own, I've also decided I'm going to give you 2 live Q&A calls. And so even though on the downloadable version, you'll find there are Q&A calls you can listen to that were pre-recorded, you're going to actually be able to show up and ask your own questions, whether you need strategy help, whether you need mindset help, a combination of the two, whether you just need some support or some clarity. I'm going to be there to give that to you. So I'm really excited to be offering this to you. And again, people have purchased and registered this course without any of these bonuses, paying $9.97. So I'm giving you all these really cool things. Now, there are a couple more bonuses I want to just make sure I share with you. I'm also going to give you a ticket to my upcoming event. It's my 2-day event, and that bonus is also worth $4.97. And it is, I'll probably do the event in the spring as my guest. So it's a 2-day event. You're going to get a ticket for that, which is very, very cool. So if you, and there's one more bonus too. It's a mystery bonus. I'm not telling you yet what it is. Zip, zip, but it's very, very cool. So you're going to get all these bonuses, and if you've been adding them up, the bonuses themselves are about $3,200. If you also add the savings you're going to get by registering in the next couple of days, that's also another $700. So almost $4,000 in bonuses and savings. I mean, seriously, this is really amazing. And I do this because I want to encourage you, to do this. Don't make these just wishes. Turn your wishes into reality. And again, that's katebeaters.com/quick cash. So again, I want you to take this because it's going to give you financial freedom. I want you to learn how to master your quick cash. So that way, when things pop up, whether they're emergencies like something for your car, your home, or your family, or yourself, you don't have to make that decision based on what's in your bank account. Instead, you're going to make that decision based on a place of power, knowing you can manifest the money that you need when you want it. You can manifest the money you need when you want it, once you learn to master my Quick Cash Infusion system. So go ahead, register, take advantage of the bonuses. If you do have any questions, please email my team, info@katebeaters.com. And remember, these bonuses are going away in a couple of days. You can always register at a later date. However, you're going to pay the regular price of almost $1,000, and you're not going to get any of these cool bonuses. So I hope you are going to join this course, because like I said, you'll use it forever and ever. And I hope you say yes. Let's get you to learn how to master Quick Cash Infusions and open up the doors of possibilities. Bye, everybody, and be brilliant.